Okay, it's water. It's water.
You think this is real? You think it's fake? And if you think it's fake, if you think it's real, let me ask you this. If you think it's real, do you blame people for not trusting journalists these days? Do you at least get it? Yesterday, so CNN released this really weird video. A lot of people think this is fake, and by that, I mean it's allegedly fake, and by that, I mean it's clearly fake. Clarissa Ward just happened to discover a prisoner of the Assad regime. So watch this and tell me if it feels a little professional wrestling.
I can't tell though, it might just be a blanket, but it's the only cell that's locked. Is he gonna shoot it?
The guard makes us turn the camera off while he shoots the lock off the cell door.
Why?
Is there someone there? Is someone there?
But pause. They're already in the cell. They're already in the... Ollie, oxen free! And now, watch as he comes out from this welder's blanket. Look, see what happens.
The gunshot didn't wake him up.
Yeah. What? How did you get here?
He's from the city of Humps and has been in the cell for 3 months.
Oh my word, pause. What, do you stop at Burberry on the way over? That's the cleanest jacket ever.
That's a Burlington Co-Factory jacket right there.
Anyone have one of these coats? It is a magnet. It's like you're wearing a Swiffer around your neck. Guy just walked out of the LL Bean catalog. And what do they have just for men? That is a perfectly trimmed beard right there.
Yeah, it's not, I've been in here for 3 months without care.
Yeah. Just think about, by the way, when they're in there, there's a camera. They already blew off the lock with gunfire, and they're in there.
I don't think it actually happened. You don't tell them.
They're in there with a boom mic, with a line producer, and he's just like, no, I'm counting sheep. What do you think?
Dude, that dome is so nice and shiny and clean. He was sleeping on the floor and his head is like Mr. Clean?
Yes, exactly. Mr. Mostly Clean. Let's continue watching. I don't think this passes the sniff test.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Now that you say so.
He clutches my arm tightly with both hands.
A female.
Okay, it's water. It's water.
Is this BPA free?
Thank you for speaking my native tongue of English.
Yes.
After 3 months in a windowless cell, he can finally see the sky.
So hand was shaking.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's got the little goatee trim right there so he can eat.
Oh God, there is light. My God, there is light.
Usually I would stone you, but today I'll kiss you.
The fighter hands him something to eat.
Now his hands are shaking again. Shake, gone, shaking. Not proof, but...
Okay. But his body can't handle it.
After chugging water.
His captors fled during the fall of Damascus.
I don't think he swallowed
no food or water. That was at least
the water
4 days ago. The rebel tells him there's no more army, no more prisons, no more checkpoints. Are you serious, he says? Surya Harra. Syria is free, he tells him.
So okay, a couple of things here. And by the way, of course, if it is genuine, and regardless, this guy has been kept prisoner, your heart goes out to him. They said he went 4 days without water. Most people die at 3 days with no water, just to be really clear.
She said at least 4 days.
At least 4 days.
And they ain't looking thick like that.
Yeah.
Their skin doesn't look so nice.
To give you an idea, here is a photo of a professional MMA fighter cutting weight for about 14 hours. Look at their face. It's very gaunt.
Wow.
You can see the bones. I know that he wasn't wringing out it, but you do it over time. It's the same kind of effect. Again, the Burberry jacket with not a mark on it. And the fact that he didn't wake up from gunfire blowing a lock apart.
It didn't happen. So here's the thing. I'm sorry. At this point, I don't know if Clarissa was in on this or if it was somebody setting this up for her. This is my opinion. That's the money shot. Shooting the lock off of the cell is like, I'm getting that no matter what this guy tells me to do with my camera. And by the way, he makes us turn our camera off while he shoots the lock and you hear him cock it. It's like, that's straight out of a bad movie.
It doesn't make any sense.
Nobody will do that. Like, why? You can't see him shoot the
Who are
gun?
you afraid of? Are you afrid of the government? You just relinquished the power?
It doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Nobody
they didn't
shot
have
lock. Didn't happen.
They didn't have the budget for blanks. They also did, before we get to some history on Clarissa, knows none of it, they also gave this man a chocolate bar. Bunny?
Funny way.
It's the same exact reaction.
Funny way.
Dude, you could tell that not somebody who's been starved and thirsted. Like, they don't act like that.
Well, you've encountered this.
Yeah. I've seen people. I mean, I get it. You know, the whole shaking thing that'll happen. But he immediately, oh, look around me. No one does that. They're dead in the face, dude.
Shock.
They're happy, sure, but they're dead in the face. There's no, oh, what? They're gone. No, none of that.
Not kissing the arm of a bony lady.
Yeah, the
of a
shoulder.
bony Westerner.
Yeah. No. He looks thick. He's got all of his skin's got the color in it.
He was one step away from going, friend.
So stupid.
Does anyone have a lint roller? And in case, look, let me just also add this here to the mix. In case you've forgotten, Clarissa Ward, she has a little bit of a history. So in 2021, she actually went full-bore activist because she was so passionate about overthrowing the Assad regime. Here's her, I believe, on an FBI or CIA podcast.
Clarissa, can you tell us about an email that you sent to Ben Rhodes?
Yeah, I mean, I will cop to the fact that I think I crossed the line in Syria. I became so emotionally involved, and I was crushed by the U.S. response and the U.S. policy. Not that I was advocating for intervention, but I just felt that the U.S. policy, and I know, Michael, you and I have discussed this at times in the past, that I felt that there wasn't really a strong U.S. policy, that we had said Assad must go, and then we had done nothing.
Maybe you should bring them all Stofers.
We had said chemical weapons were a red line, and then that red line was crossed, and there wasn't really anything in terms of real repercussions. I wrote Ben Rhodes an email to his official White House account, and I said, "Dear Ben, I hope you're sleeping soundly as Aleppo burns. At least we have the Russians to sort it out. Best wishes, Clarissa."
Oh, yeah, that's the beacon of unbiased journalism that she is. Let me be really clear. I am biased. I'm not a journalist, and we do have Mug Club Undercover here. You know where I line up. My problem is when people are dishonest about it. She has a vested interest. She has a history of being, perhaps some could view it as less than ethical, possibly litigious, so I have to be careful with my words.
Yeah.
Also, this is a CIA podcast, which, by the way, totally inconspicuous sponsor.
This is Intelligence Matters with former acting director of the CIA, Michael Morrell. Brought to you by Lockheed Martin. Your mission is ours.
Well.
How does that even? They don't even sell consumer goods.
They don't. No.
It was like Honeywell, like, we build plane engines and go get your air purifier. It's like Lockheed Martin, exclusively government contract. So you have a government working advocate from the CIA, obviously someone who would be entrenched in the deep state, the swamp, sponsored by one of these giant military industrial complex companies, Lockheed Martin, and she's there saying, and I was trying to influence policy, telling them about, and we're supposed to buy this?
No, you're supposed to go buy their products at the mall in between Williams-Sonoma and Zoomies.
Yes, exactly. They have an F-35 display.
Well, they do it the sharper image.
That's very nice.
The cockpit has a massage chair. Look.
For those long bombing flights. It's a fighter, I know, shut up.
So you guys comment, you think this is real, you think it's fake, and if you think it's fake, if you think it's real, let me ask you this. If you think it's real, do you blame people for not trusting journalists these days? Do you at least get it? Because I know that you watching right now, you may be moderate, you may be left, a lot of you out there, you understand it. We're going to get to Chris Wray in a little bit. Speaking of prisoners, by the way, last night we actually received exclusive audio of the first police interrogation of the CEO murderer, allegedly of United Healthcare, Luigi Mangione.
Hello, Mr. Luigi. How are you feeling?
Luigi, not happy.
Yeah, me neither. So let's get right to it. Did you kill Brian Thompson?
No.
Mr. Luigi, if it wasn't you who did the shooting, then who was it?
Mario.
Your brother? You do realize that a man has lost his life?
Yes.
Do you think this is some sort of joke?
Yeah.
You won't be laughing when you're locked up in prison.
That's more believable than Clarissa Ward.
We found him in a locked cell.
Yes, exactly.
Who knew?
He hadn't had spaghetti in days. He said, "Somebody bring me a mushroom."
Asking for his go-kart. I'm not sure. So.
He began launching bananas in an attempt to get us to slip.
Yeah, something about a princess.
Something about, I don't know, dragons with shells.
I swear, those are turtles are not mine.
Hey, if you like this video, you can comment or hit the notification bell to know when there are more videos, but it's probably taken from today's full show, which you can watch here. It's live, weekdays, 10 a.m. Eastern, where you can watch live. But I don't know when you're watching this, so it could be any of the day's show. When you're right now, you're watching. It could be a Monday. It could be a Tuesday, Wednesday. Could be Thursday. Well, it could be Friday.